Hello people, Angelo here, and you can probably tell my tone I'm not very impressed because I've already seen a Tootsie build this video. I also saw the thumbnail where they slimmed him down, so I can already guess what's going to happen and I'm going to be very disappointed. But let's just get right to it and see if there's anything interesting at least revealed in this. And I'm going to pick this up because my thing keeps sliding.
Hello everyone, Guang here. I'm thrilled to be back with you all again.
Oh, we got a new mode. Okay, that's interesting.
Welcome to Season 8.5 of Marvel Rivals. Following the defeat of Alchemax Corporate Raiders, Jean Grey led the X-Men on a daring raid against Alchemax to rescue.
You know what? Just because he does speak a little slow, and I wouldn't blame, like, I do the same thing, so I wouldn't blame if anyone does this to me, where you just turn it to, like, 1.25 just to speed up a bit.
Kill Cyclops. However, upon finding him, they discovered that prolonged exposure to chromium has left his eyes permanently open, unable to shut off his optic blasts.
Oh, okay, I'm just going to make this point. This is lore inaccurate. That's already an issue with the character. So why would the chromium make it so Cyclops has an issue with shut off his ability when he already has that issue? His power is permanently on because of brain damage. He literally got head trauma that made his powers unable to be shut off. So why would it? I personally don't understand that. Oh well, let's continue on.
Scott desperately needed a vessel capable of absorbing infinite energy to stabilize his eyes. Meanwhile, Jean's Phoenix Force, previously crippled by now, was starved and severely weakened. In a heartfelt embrace, the two provided exactly what the other needed, finally giving the X-Men the reunion they deserved. In Season 8.5,
here we go.
Reunites with his mutant brethren in Marvel Rivals. Operating as a duelist, the fearless leader of the X-Men enters the fray to unleash devastating optic blasts. In combat, Cyclops can fire powerful beams to strike enemies head-on, or precisely calculate ricochets of the environment and enemies, leaving foes hiding in the backline or behind cover nowhere to run. He can also uniquely weaponize the kinetic recoil of his blasts to gracefully wave through the battlefield and secure the perfect vantage point. When he unleashes his ultimate ability, Scott removes all power inhibitors, unleashing an apocalyptic optic blast that obliterates everything in its path. With this
I'm just gonna be straight. This is the most disappointing reveal I think the game's ever had. It literally is just pure power creep poke slop, where it's like, oh, we're going to give him good movement. We're going to give him long-range blast. It sounds like they're giving him a ricochet blast. Oh, big beam. Legit the most generic thing you could do with Scott Summers possible. Legit the most generic surface understanding of the character thing you could do. It legitimately doesn't take into context so much of the character's history, so many abilities he's shown throughout the year. No. Oh, we even got the Phoenix Force involved. So are we going to actually take any of the Phoenix Force abilities into account? Are we going to take any of the Chromium abilities into account? No. Like, I'm already massively disappointed. Like, I had a strong feeling it was going to be a duelist. I just hoped it would be a little more interesting than just generic of the most generic possible solutions you could have done to make the character. Like, I have really hoped, like, it feels like they just can't go a season without a new duelist added to the game for the longest time, and every time I get more and more disappointed by the duelist added to the point where I lose motivation to even want to play the game, and I find myself struggling to even load up the game some days unless I'm playing with someone else because of this kind of thing. It's because you're like, oh, it's going to be an awesome character, right? He's going to have all this interesting stuff. Oh, look at all this rich history we can call back to. Nope. Just the most surface level. Like, I'll give it more chance, but I'm already smelling where this is going, and I'm already disappointed. Like, heavily disappointed. So, I'm not holding any hope out.
Primal Friend team up. Instead, Wolverine and Cyclops will forge a brand new team-up, Blast Slash. Cyclops serves as the anchor here. When activated, Cyclops supercharges Wolverine's adamantine claws with concentrated kinetic energy.
I'm sorry, I generally had to walk away and take a break for like a minute or two after that. Of all the team ups you could have given him, we're giving him buff Wolverine's claws. No, not give him a Captain America buff where maybe Captain America goes in a duck down state and he blasts into the shield and it sends a big beam around the area. Not like anything that, not maybe like working with Gambit where maybe Gambit throws a reflective card and he shoots a beam at that to explode it. Not like anything that actually would be interesting. No, buff Wolverine's claws with energy. Like that's an interest. We're not even doing a Wolverine reflect the beams around him type thing where like you fire into his claws and he spins in a circle and sets it around using the like properties of his claws to redirect the energy. No, it's
granting Logan a massive boost.
It's literally just superheat the claws.
Additionally,
that is
vicious rampage ability.
That is legitimately the most disappointing team up I think that's ever been added to the game in the past 4 seasons. Like, I don't think there's been an ability that's this disappointing in the past 4 seasons. Like, honestly, that is like generally, I'm struggling to think of any ability that isn't like OG old school abilities that were a bit hit and miss that were generally this disappointing. I can't think of one. Not a singular one that was this disappointing.
Will be replaced by kinetic claws, allowing Logan to spin and slash with his energized claws while dashing forward, dealing continuous damage to all surrounding enemies.
Oh, you mean something that should have probably been in his kit from the get-go? You're just giving him something that should have been in his kit from the get-go. Because like the whole rage mechanic is kind of like jank and obnoxious to use, especially with a lot of the buffs happening to poke characters.
.5 introduces a massive new game mode, Bounty Annihilation, alongside its dedicated new map, Kunlun Shenlong Arena. After a long delay, the legendary tournament of the Heavenly Cities has officially commenced. Following a grueling series of preliminaries, the immortal weapons have reached the finals to test their might and might. Will Lin Ye prove himself worthy of the Iron Fist title? And who is the mysterious assassin that slew Sand Spider? Stay tuned to find out. With the hit, we are bringing a brand new holiday event to all players, the Rivals Summer Festival. Following the June 18th update, players can complete a series of events, including daily logins, to end up to 2,500 units. We've also prepared a fresh batch of highly requested swimsuit special costumes.
Oh wow, Reed actually gets a swimsuit finally.
Even more exciting, a new social hub,
I'm actually shocked about that.
Beach, will drop with this update. Take control of your favorite heroes, snap some gorgeous photos, hang out on the sand, or even take a dip in the ocean. We hope you make a splash and capture some incredible summer memories in Marvel Rivals.
Okay, what's this?
From June 12th to June 26th, the highly anticipated 616 Day Vault opens its doors once again. We are bringing back the limited time costumes and events from July to September of 2025.
Okay.
This includes previous swimsuit special costumes, the summer special collections, and more. Keep an eye out.
Path to Doomsday now? I'm guessing this is going to be the next stage.
I want to take a moment to sincerely apologize to you all. While our internal teams have been working incredibly hard on Phase 2 and Phase 3 of the past 2 Doomsday events, we've taken a step back for a careful evaluation. We ultimately decided that we want to spend more time polishing the gameplay experience to meet our standards. Therefore, Phase 2 will be delayed until late July, and Phase 3 is being pushed back to mid-October. We deeply appreciate your patience and understanding as we work to make these encounters as epic as possible. Finally, Zhiyong is still working hard in the lab tweaking the balance numbers. So please keep an eye out for our detailed balance adjustments.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is like the end of the video, so... Yeah, that was... garbage. I can't lie, it was garbage. It was very disappointing. The ATV 18, it's like, might be interesting, but... you know, like, that's the only thing that caught my eye in the entire thing. Like, I guess skins coming back's cool. Like, I guess 3 units is cool. But outside of that, really nothing about this gets me hyped. Because it was all stuff we could have already predicted. Like, we knew exactly how Cyclops was probably going to play. And I really don't care until we see actual gameplay. It's already kind of obvious he's going to be like another... Like, he's probably going to feel like Elsa Bloodstone. He's probably going to feel like that. Which is generally not that good. Like, generally. Because it's like, we already got Elsa Bloodstone. And it feels like it's just going to make Cyclops play like that. But more beam-based. So, that doesn't sound that interesting, I'm going to be honest. It's honestly the least interesting way they could have designed his character. I am completely unimpressed. And that might sound harsh. I'll be dead honest, it might sound harsh, but when you already predict exactly how this was going to go, to the T, in like when it was season 8, like when the whole reveal was happening, I was like, Cyclops is going to be like that. Like, he's going to be a jeweler. So I was already thinking, I can imagine what he's going to be like. He's going to be some moving around with his beam, poke, slop kind of character. Like, something like that. Like, it's just like, you hope they surprise you with something a bit unpredictable. That they take advantage of the, other, like, the fact the chromium's involved, time streams involved, all of this stuff could be involved. You even bring up the Phoenix and they do nothing with it. It's like, oh, the Phoenix is weakened. Oh, maybe we could have Phoenix empowered Scott Summers, like, and make him a support or something to give him a bit more of an interesting gameplay loop. Instead of like, instead of like making him generic duelist number 862 trillion. Nah, we're just going to make him generic duelist 862 trillion. And that's not to say he won't be a character that people are hyped for. I just have zero hype for him. Generally, maybe he will be fun. Maybe I'll get my hands on him and he'll be like, oh, never mind, I changed my mind. And if I generally think that when he comes out that he's legit better than I am anticipating, I will literally make a video and say I was wrong. That he actually is pretty good. But I just doubt he's going to be like that. I doubt he's going to really be anything interesting. I doubt he's going to be anything like really that spices up the game. Like, either he's going to be really broken, and that's another broken poke character, yay, or he's going to be mediocre. And, like, really with his current kit, if he's mediocre, what's the point of playing him? Because there's characters who are better than him who do all the same things. Like, those are the two outcomes. He's either really broken, really strong, and it's like, oh, another broken poke character who probably needs to be nerfed, and they won't nerf for like 6 seasons. Or, like, I just can't get myself hyped for that. I can't get myself worked up to anticipate that. Personally. Like, I will react to the other videos as they come out, but this was just disappointing. Generally, there was nothing here that at all interests me.